this time, members of the public are invited to comment on the proposed tax rates. So do we have anyone that is in attendance tonight that would like to make a comment? You may come forward. And we will time you at 3 minutes, which is how long we allow in public comments. Tammy, will you start that?
I speak in opposition to any proposed tax increase. Although the proposed increase is described in a table, and there's no budget attached to that, so we don't know what the increase exactly would be for. There is an affidavit from the state telling the clerk that that money is needed to run the district, but there's no transparency as to what that budget would be. So we have questions about that because we had parents coming forward in the last public hearing on June 21 of this year. And I think before we consider any increase on family budget, we need to think about decreasing in the school budget in order to make balances meet in this questionable and uncertain financial environment that we're currently in nationwide. So first, I recommend the board discontinue the authorization of classroom and library instructional materials, including books and software, that includes content the board would not have read during a public comment period of board meetings. The double standard of what is acceptable as public education material versus what is acceptable at public meetings exposes hypocrisy and throws fuel on the flames of the district's credibility crisis. It's no secret that examples of the library books submitted to you by a parent at the last meeting contains items aligned with the agenda of a long-time agenda of Marxist feminists, such as the now founder Kate Millett and the president of the American Library Association, Emily Drabinski. I've attached a picture of a tweet from Drabinski identifying herself as a Marxist lesbian, and I've included PowerPoint slides from her Zoom presentation documenting that her agenda includes subversion of normal family types and preparation of students for revolution, building on a way of shaping students as agents of change both inside the library and out. Second, I recommend the board discontinue funding all expenses associated with CASEL and the social emotional learning for the following reasons. The PowerPoint slide provided at the June 21 board meeting defining SEL is not the current CASEL definition of SEL. One of the slides was a promotion of a Bill and Melinda Gates funded developer of Second Step, the Committee for Children. The current definition of SEL, as described by CASEL's Director of Research, Robert Jagers, in his 2019 article, is transformational SEL, and that is the SEL to which your Panorama Education Assessment is aligned. And it would be counterproductive for you to not be teaching what you're testing. Two articles describing CASEL's transformational SEL and Panorama Education's alignment to CASEL's definition
This time
are
your 3
attached.
minutes are up. So we would like for you just to wrap up your comment.
To wrap up,
Yes.
I would say that your third way to reduce legal fees would be to instruct your superintendent, to instruct your Office of Records to provide the materials requested by the AG.
Okay.
It is malfeasance to be spending money in defense rather than in producing a legally requested sunshine request.
Thank you. Do I have any other public comments related to the proposed tax